many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans.
We play to win. Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Get the boys down, he's coming. Check 99. Check three. Watch twist. Hey, 31. Out.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check, Mike 42. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. What? Check the backer. Check 52. Hey.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, 59! 44's Mike. Check.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Check hot route. Alert.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They'll run. This is Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking that time for Stills. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day.
They'll run it with Bell. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Credit the tackle to Peter Kalambayi.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
We need team. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 26. 21's coming.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. Slam. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Coming to you. Check this guy.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 31, Rodgers caught here by Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
The first carry out for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
47's the mic. Kelly, don't let Kelly. We are going. Come on.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
first and 10. Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's hard. Here we go again. Hatchet.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Get him. Hey, 31. Let's go, defense.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Mike spoke both. Here we go. Kill. Please dig.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 16, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he completes it to Hunt. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. Check 15. 24. 54. Bang. Watch the motion. Hey, 59. 44. And
Watson on third down. He'll buy some time, and he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Rodgers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, 59! Mike 59, 59.
Mike 42. Come on, right slow.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. This is Bell on the dump off. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football. It's a direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Stop your whining. Nice 42. You didn't want this.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, take 26. You can get it.
To throw is Rodgers. Goes underneath for Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Inside.
41 to Mike. 49
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. 3rd down here.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Coming this way, here we go.
Check.
Get 300. Get 300.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Deron Payne. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Watch safety screen. Watch safety screen. Safety screen. And we go 30 seconds to Mike.
Inside.
Joker.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw is Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Here it comes. No. Off. Give me 9.
Now Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense. Give me 9. 10. 24. Alert 3. 24. Switch.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Back. Hey, 24. Trump. Hey, Mike 51.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Preston Smith there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete. It's Bell. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
47 right, Mike, 47.
Yeah. Check the backer.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, the train just keeps rolling, 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.